Hello and welcome back to the farm. We're up in town at the moment. We're not heading to the equipment shop today. We're heading down this way. There's a farm located right in the middle of town. This is called Malthouse Farm, and they have something for us. We've purchased from them a slurry spreader, so I'm coming up here to pick them up. It's because Malthouse Farm has, I understand it, purchased a new one, and therefore they're selling off their old one, which should do us absolutely perfectly for the farm. We need something to raise the nitrogen levels, especially in our grass fields. They are pretty much non-existent at this point, is what the tests have come back from. So this should do us fairly well. This is, let's connect all that up. This is a Joskin 10500. It should do us very well on the farm, I think. And yeah, should be pretty good. We have managed to get all of the bales off the field. I finally found a bale trailer that would actually take the bales and take them well. So it's a Brohan trailer. I'll show it to you guys later, but it should work. Well, it has worked pretty well for us. We've managed to clear the fields of the bales over the last week or so. We've lost a bit of volume from the bales. They've rotted a bit from having been out and left so long, so that hasn't been great, but we at least have all of them collected in now, and it means we can get on with doing the work that we need to do for the end of this year, which means hopefully getting another cut of grass and getting that in for some silage, which we can sell at our BGA. And also getting some winter crops in. I'd like to get some winter wheat in this year in the new area of field, the one with the barley. Oh, sorry, the one where we've got grass at the moment that we wanted to do at the beginning of the year and didn't get a chance to. And I want to hopefully get some canola in, maybe, if we can, into one of the spring barley fields that we did this year. And then the third field, I need to kind of decide exactly what I'm going to do, but we'll probably leave that until the beginning of next year. Now, despite this being a slurry spreader, we're not going to be spreading slurry with it. We're going to be doing digestate. It's a nice byproduct of the electricity creation at our BGA from the silage. So it's free fertilizer, basically, that we are able to spread on our fields. Absolutely great way for us to do things around here. So even though we got some slurry, I think, from our cows early on, and we can use that at some point, or we can try and transport that down here and put that into the BGA as well. Personally, I think we'll probably just empty that out. I don't think we generated much slurry from our cows before we managed to get the straw shredder working. Right, I want to bring this over here. I've got to hook this up to... Where is it? There we are. We've got a pipe on the side of this that we want to pull out. There we go. And I might just leave this pipe up here while we go and do this. No point in disconnecting it all and getting it back down to the field. Is that going to reach? Yes, there we go. So we'll open that up, and I think that should do it. Let's give it a try, see if it will actually pump it. So no, we're not. Do we need to open this side as well? I think that's good. Okay, that might do it. There we go. So yeah, filling this up with digestate. We're going to spread digestate on the fields, and it's, yeah, as I said, nice free fertilizer. Makes things very easy for us. And with our tank getting fairly full, I want to cut the pump. We'll get it nicely in, and we go. Cut the pump. Close it off. And then we'll disconnect. Let's grab that off. Where are you? There we go. Try and get a handle on this sometimes can be a little bit of a pain. There we go. And I will disconnect from this end as well, because otherwise we'll run it over. Not going to put it back on the bit. Just move it out of the way. And break off. And we'll spin around in this bit of woodland here. This is quite a large area of woodland we've got in here. I don't know if over the winter we might chop down some of these trees. Maybe make this a little bit useful. We've already got, though, useful sheds up here that we're not using. So, yeah, I think we're going to probably store this piece of kit, this slurry spreader, and maybe our forage wagon up here, because the forage wagon pretty much is exclusively used for this. Right, and I'm going to go counter... Well, I'm just going to go up and down the field, I think. So let's get onto here. And you can see from my PDA just how awful the nitrogen levels are on here. Properly red. Gonna take a lot of digestate to get this back up. So gonna take quite a few loads. And this is a fairly big field, and this is only an 11-meter spreader too. So one full load of digestate does about one run up and down the field. We are out now, and so need to go and refill. So it's going to be a lot of trips back and forth to the BGA to get this job done. I would... it's one of those things where this is going to take me a few jobs to get all of our fields done, but it's going to be worth it at the end of it. We're going to, use this nice amount of digestate we've got here to get the most out of our fields. Only a 3-meter hose I've got on this, but it's actually, I think we would have struggled with the 5-meter one. Clamp that on. Start up the refill, and yeah, so it's working quite well. We're getting some good rise in nitrogen, and we should solve the problems that our fields are having at the moment. Should mean that we up the yields on this, which means even more money from the BGA, which is cracking news. We're on our 4th tank now, and it looks like this is going to finish off the longer bit up here, hopefully, which will be very good. Allow us to move on to the rest of the field, and with any luck, won't take quite as much to get the rest of that done because we're not doing these long runs. We started off with just over 100,000 litres of digestate today. And this should get us into a position where we have enough to do certainly the grass fields. I don't know about the actual rest of our fields, our ones that we had, the crops in this year, had our spring barley in. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know, I don't know exactly how much we'll have to do that part, but it should be okay. I think our coverage should be fairly okay because those fields are actually in a better condition than these grass fields are. These grass fields are massively low on nitrogen and really, really need this. If we only have enough to do these 2 fields, that will be fine. That will get us to a point which is acceptable, and that we can bring stuff back up with some some liquid fertilizer later on. Should work out fairly well, and yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine if there's not enough here to do this. Two goes in the BGA a year should give us enough digestate to keep the grass fields going, hopefully. But we'll see how we go. It's going to be one of those questions that is going to be difficult to ask or difficult to answer until we've got further into the year. This, though, seems to be working out fairly nicely now. We've got a good straight edge here, and that should allow us to get the rest of this field done pretty easily and without too much fuss going forward. So, yeah, this is turning out fairly well. So we're up to 7 refills on the tanker, and the field is almost done. We should have enough in this current one to get this finished, which means we've got about enough to get our 2 grass fields done. I'm not going to be doing the second grass field today because I've got some stuff I need to go do back at the farmhouse. But I will get that done in the next couple of days. Does mean that our arable fields are unlikely to get done with this, but that's fine. I kind of expect that might be the case. And as I said, the arable fields are actually in much better shape than these grass fields are. There we go. That's got that done. Let's get this back up to the BGA. But yeah, I'm going to head back to the farmhouse in a moment because we've got a couple of bits to do up there. I wanted to show you guys the trailer that we picked up, and the one that actually will do and will work with the baler that we got, the D800 baler. Means that it's going to be much better off. It did cost me a little bit more to get that trailer. I think second hand we ended up spending about 11,000 for it, whereas our original Little Marston trailer cost us about 3,000. So yeah, it has emptied our bank account a little bit between that and the purchase of this as well. We ended up borrowing another 5,000 from the bank in order to get set up with this bit, but we are set up with it, which is good. So let's get our fast track here back down to the farm, and I can show you this new trailer. And yeah, October is going pretty well, but I do still want to get some crops in this month. So I think the likelihood is we'll be doing that in the next vlog. All right, let's get this over here. I want to give this tractor a wash down after doing all of that digestate spreading. It was already a little bit dirty today, but it's looking really bad at the moment. Where's this trailer then? This is the new bale trailer. We've got this Brohan. Yeah, it's 11,000, and it's still a really well used trailer, but it is working for us. I think the tractor they had it on, by the looks of it, was fairly new. Yeah, trailer is pretty good. Should do the job. Much bigger than the previous one. This is a 28 foot trailer. It is, yeah, it's much bigger than I was originally expecting. Still took me 3 more loads to get this. It will take up to, this will stack bales 6 high of the ones we've got. And we'll take up to 60 bales at a time. So yeah, 3 full loads of those meant that we got all of these bales back. So we've got these stacks of straw bales, this stack of hay bales, and yeah, we do need to get a load more silage through this year because this is all the silage we've got to get us through winter at the moment. So we need to get some more stuff to feed our cows with. I think this trailer here, I think our class quantum here, this is going to go up to the BGA, make space for our baler in that shed there, and just free up a bit more space around the farm here. So let's just give this a quick wash down, because my JCB is looking very, very messy. All in all, though, I'm pretty pleased how that went today. We've got about 40,000 litres left of digestate, so I'm going to get that into the bottom half of the field, just through there into that grass there. That should bring the nitrogen level up on that. We'll have fairly even nitrogen levels across the farm then, which is good. And then what we can do is that bottom part of field 35, I want to get that done as a winter wheat field. So we'll be getting that in before the end of the month, hopefully. And that should be all good. Right, I'm going to go and put this away then. Oh, perfect. And I think actually that's probably a good place for me to end my vlog for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.